On the news, Lagos residents apprehensive as rainfall intensifies. Fire disaster victims heave sigh of relief as financial assistance come their way. Plus, entertainment and sports. Hello and welcome to the news. At this hour, I am Nta2. We'll begin with the latest figures on COVID-19 update. Nigeria has recorded 544 new cases of COVID-19 in 19 states of the Federation, including the FCT. The breakdown shows that Lagos has the highest, with 199, Ebonyi 65, Oyo 47, Ondo 46, Ogun 31, Edo 30, FCT 28, Katsina 25, Plateau 15, Bayelsa 11, Kaduna and Adamawa states 10 each. Other states are Akwa Ibom with 8, Gombe 7, Kano 4, Taraba 3, while 2 cases each, and Ekiti with 1 case. The latest figures released brings the total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the country as at 5th July 2020 to 28,711. 11,665 patients have so far been treated and discharged, while 645 deaths have been recorded in 35 states and the FCT. Still on COVID-19, the chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 and the secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, says the task force will continue to sustain its sensitization efforts to curtailing the spread of the virus. He stated this at a daily briefing on the update of the pandemic in Abuja. He said since COVID-19 is a global health challenge, the task force will continue to collaborate with relevant global bodies on how to reduce the curve of the virus in Nigeria. Protecting tomorrow's leaders today, especially in this era of coronavirus pandemic, is paramount, with government directive that schools partially reopen. Correspondent x-rays the safety requirements for resumption of academic activities. To engage pupils and students. This alternative has saved the gap following the closure of schools, in line with the stay-at-home guidelines for the prevention of coronavirus.
I take Zoom classes and I also try to memorize the Holy Quran.
Lagos State government is set to partially reopen schools for those in transitional classes to return to classrooms.
The commencement date for this will be from Monday, August the 3rd, 2020.
Yes, I'm very happy. We've basically been preparing for this our entire lives.
Parents have raised concerns over certain issues.
Where I have concerns is with the teachers. Most of them come by bus to school. That's a concern. So the teachers and administrators have to protect themselves very well so that they don't pick up anything and pass on to the students.
Let them know they are not to share any of their personal effects with anybody. Do not exchange face masks or face shields or anything like that with anybody. Stick to your own thing.
And we're appealing to them to ensure that they provide for our students at least nose masks.
The students are preparing mentally and otherwise after weeks of being closeted. In Lagos, Nta2. And now to other COVID-19 related stories. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and this certainly is the mindset of scientists as they continue to search for the coronavirus vaccine. Instead of waiting for a scientific breakthrough, some people, out of sheer desperation, are brewing questionable concoctions for consumption, claiming these substances can cure or prevent coronavirus. Annie Daniels reports.
Since the outbreak of the coronavirus in Wuhan, China, nations of the world have been mourning, ailing and fretting. Although measures like regular hand washing, use of hand sanitizers, maintaining physical and social distancing, as well as wearing face masks are in place as stipulated by World Health Organization to curb the spread of the virus, new cases have continued to emerge, with more deaths recorded. Researchers and scientists are relentless in the search for a permanent cure for the virus. While humanity awaits the outcome, some Nigerians, out of desperation and apprehension, have resorted to seeking quick solutions, thereby patronizing local herb dealers. For instance, Sammy is a local herb dealer. She attests to enjoying high patronage due to COVID-19.
People do come around, I want to prevent corona, I want to prevent corona, so we give them. We have prevention for it, like neem leaf, lemongrass, and turmeric, ginger. You boil everything together and you drink. No kata, nothing, you feel all right.
Like Sammy, Mama Odwa, another dealer, says this herbal mixture can help prevent coronavirus.
You say, you go get a cough, this thing. I will give her medicine, you will go. Immediately you will go. I know one doctor called last week. I treat her. God will help me to treat her. He don't go.
Yes, dogoyaro leaves, lemongrass, ginger and garlic are in high demand this period for obvious reasons. Other respondents are doubtful of the accurate dosage of the virus herbal potions.
How they know that it can cure coronavirus? How they know it can cure? How many people they cure? Let them come out and tell the whole world this is the amount of the people, this is the quantity of the people who use native medicine and cure. Let them come out and tell the whole world so that the medical doctors will look after that.
With unanswered questions from the submissions of respondents and herbal dealers, I approached the Nigerian Institute of Medical Research, a body charged with the responsibility of carrying out researches for infections like COVID-19.
We haven't had any proof to show that those things cure COVID-19 or prevent COVID-19. There is nothing that has shown that, no research that has shown that. So, but because there are things that people have been used to, they've been eating it for years, we are not bothered if they do. It's just that when they start to mix them together, and it may produce something else which may be toxic. So we like to tell the public to be a bit careful on some of these things that they buy and use.
Listen to more.
We are now working on what people will probably consider impossible in Nigeria. I think some people may even be laughing as I'm speaking. Vaccine production. Because we have the whole genome of the virus sequenced.
Surprisingly, these local herb dealers agree to World Health Organization's directives. And for these respondents, creating more awareness on the dangers of not adhering to safety rules by WHO and the dangers of consuming these suspicious drinks would drastically aid the pushback against COVID-19. In Lagos, Annie Daniels, Nta News.
Lagos residents living in flood-prone areas are beside themselves with worry as the rains continue unabatedly spanning many days. Diana Ajale examines the challenges of the season and the effects on the socio-economic activities.
Few vehicles on roads and sparse business activities are what Nigeria's commercial hub now present on a daily basis. The calm after the storm is yet to occur as the rains come down heavy every day, depriving the city's landscape the much needed ray of sunshine.
Because of this area where we do, especially this sand where they put for road, they disturb us small. Small rain like this, the thing don't scatter on my market. See my market here, dust everywhere, just the rough.
The rainy season, it used to affect the masses.
The complaints notwithstanding, the rainy season has its positive sides, which are pleasing to most people, especially farmers. Without substantial rainfall, food sufficiency will not be achievable. Yet, the season most times leaves the majority, particularly people in coastal areas like Lagos, anxious. Those affected cross their fingers, willing a suspension of the rains.
They are affecting everywhere. They are affecting business. Both the people that are selling, people that are cooking, people that are selling. For us to get us to assess the
main expressway, we have to go through all sorts of transportation means just to get by.
Dealing with consequences like flooding, building collapse and property wreckage, among others, are calamities the world rather not experience. Residents all acknowledge that the solution to flooding is ensuring that the drainage systems are functional. This can only happen after the drains and canals are free of waste and other blockages. In Lagos, Diana Ajale, Nta News.
You're watching Nta2 News at this hour. When we return, 3 persons back jail term over oil theft. Do stay with us.
Coronavirus is real. Steps to avoid this pandemic. Wash your hands regularly or sanitize your hands. Keep social and physical distancing. Avoid crowded places. Stay at home unless absolutely necessary. Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth if your hands are not clean. Avoid the spread of coronavirus. Coronavirus is real.
Welcome back. The Nigerian Society of Engineers has unveiled its scholarship scheme for the 2020 Best Students in Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination in Engineering. 16 students are to benefit from the scholarship of 1 million naira each for 5 years. Ken Ibiluge completes the story.
Egwagwagu Maduafukwa is among 16 students to benefit from the scholarship scheme by the Nigerian Society of Engineers. She was the best female student with 365 scores. Egwagwagu is to pursue industrial production engineering at the University of Ibadan. She says the 1 million naira annual scholarship for 5 years by the Nigerian Society of Engineers will to a large extent reduce the burden on her parents.
It's going to ease the stress of paying school fees for my parents because we already have 4 siblings that they are also funding for.
To make the best use of my time in the university, I'll ensure to study very hard so that I can become a good engineer and contribute to Nigeria, give back to my society in the future.
To inspire other students and help them to read and learn, so that the advantage these are the advantages they can get it from their education.
Due to the critical role engineering profession plays in evolving societies where technical skills and creativity are highly sought after, the Nigerian Society of Engineers have taken the initiative to encourage students interested in the study of engineering.
These are 16 best candidates of the 2020 UTME examination conducted by JAM. All of them say they want to read engineering. And I am the president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I am very proud. We are very proud of this. For them to agree to read engineering, we are very proud. And it is the onus now on us to support them. We support them financially. We are going to support them by mentoring. The intention is we are going to give them support here in Nigeria on scholarship, and they will attach mentors to each of them to guide them to completion, successful completion, because most of them derail at year 3, year 4.
I'm thankful to NSE for pulling them together, to offering them this scholarship, but most importantly is the mentorship. Mentorship is what will guide them throughout the 5 years of the engineering program. So I'm glad they have taken interest.
This is the maiden scholarship scheme by the Nigerian Society of Engineers in Lagos. Ken Igbeluge, Nta News.
After 6 months of living at the Gondo relief camp, 300 internally displaced persons of the Abule-Egba pipeline explosion have received financial assistance from the Lagos State government to begin life afresh. Joy Ken Ababoye reports that while at the camp, they acquired skills through various vocational training programs.
Awe Odunayo and Anna Olumote are among 300 IDPs, the lucky ones who not only survived the Abule-Egba fire disaster of January 19, 2020, but now have something to look forward to. Following the explosion in January, the Lagos State government took responsibility of their well-being, partnering the Ministry of Poverty Alleviation to build the capacity of victims at the Igondo relief camp. 6 months after, these men and women, including their children, have every reason to be thankful.
I thank God for Lagos State, for what they have done for us. I am a retiree of 35 years.
As they depart the camp, the Lagos State government disbursed 225,000 naira to each household, while individuals received checks of 150,000 naira each.
Thank the Lagos State government and Plastema. I thank them for taking care of me.
Startup packs for budding businesses were also presented during their stay in camp.
During this process, we improve their psychological thinking, social welfare were given to them. Children were taken to their various schools, so there was no distractions of their education.
The pipeline explosion, which occurred in January, was as a result of the nefarious activities of vandals. Several lives were lost and many displaced. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abapuya, Nta2 News.
Judiciary is next. The Federal High Court sitting in Lagos has sentenced 3 persons to 1 year imprisonment each for illegally dealing in petroleum products. The 3 persons, Edward Alade, Emmanuel Amakwai, and Kennedy Segbenu, were arraigned by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on a 3-count charge bordering on illegal dealing in petroleum products. Tunde Saiki reports.
The 3 accused persons were arraigned before Justice Riwan Aikawa, and they all pleaded guilty to the 3-count charge levied against them. They were said to be dealing in 330 metric tons of petroleum products without appropriate license and attempting to export same products. In view of their guilty plea, the EFCC counsel Kamil Bashir called the prosecution witness Remedy Yange, an operative of the commission, to review the facts of the case. He told the court that the Nigerian Navy NNS Brig of Apapa apprehended the suspect and handed them over to the EFCC for investigation and prosecution, adding that the defendants were illegally dealing in the products. Based on the evidence before the court, the trial judge found them guilty of all the counts. Justice Riwan Aikawa then sentenced the defendants to 1 year in prison each, their sentence to run concurrently from the date of their arrest. The judge further ordered the forfeiture of the MT Magbog vessel to the federal government, along with the cargo on board and any other property found in the vessel. In Lagos, Tunde Saiki, Nta News.
Now to the foreign scene. Mali's President Keita meets protest leader Mahmoud Dicko as suspected drug plane bursts into flames in Mexico after highway landing. This and other stories on Global Tidbits with Ken Ibewe.
Mali's president has met the leader of a protest movement that has brought many thousands to the street, the president said. The protests have channeled deep-seated frustration over attacks by armed groups and inter-ethnic violence that have claimed thousands of lives and forced hundreds of thousands to flee their homes since 2012. A bomb explosion at a restaurant in the southern Somali town of Badar has killed 6 people, officials said. There was also a suicide bomb attacks close to the port of the capital, Mogadishu. Militant group Al-Shabaab said it was behind both incidents. The UN-backed government has been battling Al-Shabaab for control of the country for more than a decade. Finally, a jet aircraft suspected of carrying illegal drugs has been destroyed by fire after landing on a highway in southern Mexico. The plane had been detected by the Mexican military as it entered Mexican airspace and was followed by military jets. For Global Tidbits, Ken Igbeluge, Nta2 News.
We now take you into the world of entertainment, where Nigerian movie star Nta2 commences empowerment program for over 100 young women across Africa in digital skills, as 58-year-old actor Kanayo O. Kanayo becomes barrister after passing law school exams. These and more on our entertainment news segment with Diana Ajali.
Nollywood star and special assistant to the governor of Akwa Ibom State on tourism development, Nta2, says her new empowerment program is designed to bridge the gap and assist female entrepreneurs in advancing economic empowerment, evolving digital space. The actress disclosed this at the maiden edition of the program in Akwa Ibom State, where she addressed beneficiaries. Meanwhile, veteran Nollywood actor Kanayo O. Kanayo shocked his fans on his Instagram page as he announced his new achievement as barrister after he passed out of the Nigerian law school. Veteran actor says everything is possible once a person is determined to achieve his or her desires. And onto the foreign scene, American rapper Kanye West announced his ambition to run for the position of President of the United States of America. The father of four took to his Twitter handle to reveal his interest in Oval Office of the White House. Still talking entertainment news, Broadway star Nick Cordero has passed on at age 41. His wife Amanda Claus, who announced his passage on her Instagram page, says the actor died of COVID-19 complications as a result of underlying ailments, and tags it on our entertainment news. I am Diana Ajale.
Update is next. Stakeholders express opinion on how sports will thrive during and after COVID-19. Gift George has the details on sports.
Coaching philosophy defines how a team functions and plays, and it has become necessary in modern football for Nigerian coaches to develop a well-defined system for their teams. This was the focus of the second coaching philosophy and methodology of Nigerian football, put together by Olatoye Olawale in a Zoom conference. The coaches were educated on how to scientifically prepare a team from the player's perspective and develop a game model.
My philosophy has always been educating my players about the game to see the picture of the future.
The values we can add to football development in Nigeria. To also look at football techniques.
In a related development, Nigerian football enthusiasts have expressed their views on eventual commencement of the Nigerian leagues without fuss, as it's been witnessed in other parts of the world.
NFF give us a final conclusion. LMC give us a final solution.
Do we have the NPFL on TV? No, we don't have the NPFL on TV. So would this not lead to some decisions, on the field?
Appeal has gone to the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development to reduce the scope of events to feature in the Edo 2020 Games and to maintain COVID-19 protocols, emphasizing that sports cannot be ignored because it is an integral required consideration for being alive.
Individual sports can start immediately. Disinfect the environment, observe prescribed public hygiene standards, test the status of all the people involved.
It will be remembered that the Ministry of Sports recently submitted a copy of a COVID-19 Sports Code and Resumption Protocol to the National Assembly and the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. With Sports Update, Gift George, Nta2 News.
And that ends the news at this hour. Ensure you put on the face masks to avoid the wrath of